Yeah, I'm muted. Or no. Yeah.
Welcome to the Project Purple live stream of Seymour boys basketball state game Division 3 against South Windsor School.
Welcome. I am co-host of Project Purple Sports, Zachary Gerstner, and I'm here with founder and CEO of Project Purple, Dino Varelli, who has a brief message before we start the game.
So, Project Purple is a Seymour based charity that provides financial aid and hope to patients battling pancreatic cancer. Project Purple supports patients battling this disease through patient financial aid and nutrition assistance programs. We also raise funds for critical research for early detection and treatment of pancreatic cancer. To learn more about Project Purple, visit our website at www.projectpurple.org. Follow us on social media at Project Purple on Instagram. For more Project Purple content, check out our podcast on Spotify under the Project Purple podcast, or visit our blog on our website. Thank you again to everyone for being here tonight. Now back to our game.
So we just had lineups going down for both teams right now, which, if you've been tuned in, we've pretty much had similar variation of the starting lineup right now. Um, so I think if I heard correctly, oh wait a minute, it looks like they're actually going to get ready for tip-off here. But it looks like we have, for Seymour, we have Indra Paraj, followed by Joey and Robbie Carfiello, Jaquan Ellis, and then Mike Rossetti at point guard. And we don't know who's starting for, or do we know who's starting for South
So
Windsor?
South Windsor starting Joey Bemis, London King, Ethan Burke, J.P. Dragardi, and Braden Edwards. We'll tip it off for South Windsor. So Zach, tale of two teams here. First round tip off here for Division 3 for Seymour. South Windsor comes in their last 10, 5-5. Seymour 7-3.
Yeah, I mean, and Seymour's coming off of a tough loss in NVL to Wilby in a game that they could have won, and the tip will be hit out of bounds, and they're
Jump
calling
ball.
it.
Jump ball again.
Yeah, we'll do it one more time. Why not?
So Seymour comes into the game in Division 3 as the 8 seed. South Windsor comes into the game as the Division 3 25 seed. So see here what happens here. Looks like that's off white. South Windsor's going to control the tap here as we get started. South Windsor to get to Seymour, for those that don't know, probably about an hour and a half drive. I know they walked into the gym. There was about 25 minutes left on the clock here before the start. So let's see if that issue of travel and delay kind of threatens a hot start here for South
So
Windsor.
it looks like they're doing box and one on
23.
London King,
Yeah.
which I was a little confused at first because Jaquan Ellis was running, following him around.
Yeah.
But maybe he's got to be someone to watch out for then.
Rossetti with a 3. It's off. Joey Bemis comes down with the rebound. He looks like he's there big for South Windsor in the middle.
He's got a nice mismatch out there. Seymour's got to take liberties of defending.
See who that's on.
One of the Carfiellos. We just don't know which one yet. They got.
Looks like 2. Robbie Carfiello, his first. And we've got J.P. Draganti to the line shooting 2. Makes the first. Makes the second. 2-0 South Windsor here. Minute gone in the first quarter. Looks like South Windsor comes out in a 2-3 matchup here. Paraj with a 3 off the mark. Bemis with a rebound.
I'm not a fan of their offensive shot selection so far. 2 threes, get the ball inside, attack the paint early on, send a message.
Rossetti out to Ellis. Another 3 miss. Parage with the rebound.
Good
Nice
pass.
pass.
That's what Seymour's got to do.
Robbie Carfiello with his first basket. 2-2 tie game. 6:21 here in the first quarter. King with a deep 3 off the mark.
I don't know if he was looking for a foul or something there, but
That was a quick shot.
yeah, very quick release.
So again, South Windsor in this 2-3 zone matchup. That middle is going to be wide open. Ellis with a drive. Kicks
Good
to
pass.
Parage. Good drive to the hoop. Off the mark. Carfiello's got it.
Good
Gets
pass.
Robbie with another 2. Robbie Carfiello's back up on the board. 4-2 Seymour.
That's what Seymour's got to do. Attack the paint. No settling for threes unless unless you're wide open.
Zach, I don't think we've seen Seymour in a travel to turnover. I don't know, is that a man-to-man, or are they in a box in 1 or a triangle in 2? We haven't seen that from Seymour at all this season.
No, and honestly, it goes to show that they probably have a lot of respect for London King. To your point, I don't know if they're triangle in 2. Jaquan Ellis looks like he's following him right now, but I don't know if they're switching off when he goes the other way.
Seymour working it around. That middle's going to be open on the 2-3 zone here. Drive by Parage. Throws it up. Off the mark. Joey Carfiello had it there for a second. Looks like he went out on it. Seymour in their press. They like to do that 1-2-1-1. See if they can make something happen here. Deep ball off tip by Parage.
Yeah.
Rossetti with the steal. Nice pass. Parage with an easy 2. Defense. King with the ball. JP Gigante with a miss, but looks like there's going to be a foul there on Joey Carfiello, his first.
Yeah, I don't like that foul call there.
Zach, you don't like many foul calls.
I don't, but yeah, I didn't see that one as a reach. Oh, that's the guy you got to watch. Ooh.
King with a miss.
Good.
Parage with a nice
good strong rebound there.
Straight to the hole. Inder Parage makes it an 8-2 game. 4:23 here in the first quarter.
Oh.
Press. Giving them some trouble here. Robbie Carfiello with a steal. Rossetti gets it. Back to Parage in the corner. Deep 3. Uh-oh. Smart ball there by Windsor. 11-2 Seymour. When Parage starts hitting threes like that, could be a long night here for South Windsor.
I was just about to say, it could get ugly fast.
Seymour bench looks fired up over there. They got the student section. I guess tonight is a blackout. All the students are wearing black T-shirts. But for those that haven't been here, the students sit right up against that bench. We're back at the middle school for the state tournament, which is a little bit different from the last couple games we were up at the high school. But due to capacity, all state games are played here at the middle school, where you've got some room. But I think the students like being as close as possible to the team, especially the student section here for Seymour.
Yeah, we've seen that in their last couple of home games.
So Seymour decides here not to press. Looks like they are in a box in 1 here as they come out of this. King has Jaquan Ellis on him.
I like that matchup a lot. That's a good one. Jaquan Ellis is one of their defensive leaders.
Super athletic. Deep 3 by King. Off the mark. Rebound back in by Bemis. Joey Bemis got some size there in the middle.
It was a strong putback there.
South Windsor stays in that 2-3 zone. Ellis working. Looks like that's going to be on Ethan Burke, his first foul. South Windsor's first foul for the quarter. 2 fouls to 1 it looks like. First substitution here for Seymour. Cooper Harmeling into the game. Replaces Robbie Carfiello. And also, Elder comes into the game for South Windsor, replaces Edwards. Ellis, nice drive. Joey Carfiello, nice putback. Joey's on the board, his first two.
He's been doing a great job offensively on the board so far.
King with an easy drive to the hole. 13-6 Seymour. 3 minutes left in this first quarter. Carfiello out to Parage.
Why not? Why not? Why not?
And look at the South Windsor coach is super upset. I think he called that plate before it even happened, that the ball was going to Parage in the corner. And
Oh.
Bemis is going to shoot two. That looks like Rossetti's first foul. So we're seeing something interesting here, Zach. We've got both teams. I mean, when you get to this level, granted, it's the first round of the States, but both of these teams haven't played each other at all this year. There's a lot of scouting that goes on, and we see kind of the Bemis misses the first, but you see coaches kind of set up certain defenses, certain plays to counter each team's offense and defense. So, their South Windsor coach was super upset with leaving Parage open in the corner. They clearly have scouted him, know what he's able to do. Bemis mixes the second, Jaquan Ellis with the rebound, and then you see Seymour counter with a box and one on King. So clearly they've watched film on these guys and know who their players are.
Yeah, I mean, I think the South Windsor coach is also upset that Parage has 10 points here in the first quarter.
Yeah. Carfiello, nice drive to the hole. Had Bemis on his hip. 18-6 Seymour, 2:24 left here in the first quarter. Elder brings it up. Trying to see something happen here. This box and one. I don't know, maybe South Windsor hasn't had a box and one. Now you've got Harmeling.
Yeah.
That's going to be his first on Harmeling.
He hooked the arm there. He can do everything else, but when they go to get away, you can't hook in that case, you can't hook King.
Tyler Pottinger into the game a lot for South Windsor, along with Shane White Jr. for Indrit Parage. So let's see if South Windsor can figure out this box and one. Ellis back on King.
Good
nice
steal.
Defense there. Cooper looking to make something happen. He's going to bring it out. Again, South Windsor in this 2-3. That middle's going to be wide open. A lot of space there.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't have anyone flashing high post. There goes Rossetti, as soon as we said that.
Joey Carfiello, strong drive off the glass. Aaron Horn there, 26, 20-6.
I will say, though, with Seymour having Parage on the bench, they're giving up a lot of size inside, down low.
Yeah, South Windsor doesn't seem to be taking advantage of that disadvantage.
I know, they're just trying to shoot threes right now.
I mean, you're playing 4-on-4 here with King and Ellis up top. Bemis gets it in. Scoop shot is good. 20-8. Seymour, 58 seconds left here, under a minute to go in this first quarter. White with the ball on the wing. Cooper with a deep three. That is good.
Why not?
They left him open. Wow.
Seymour
23-8.
And Seymour's firing on all cylinders right now.
The bench is up clapping for Seymour to get a defensive stop here. 3 ball off the mark. Elder with a rebound off Carfiello. Shot clock's turned off. Looks like Robbie Carfiello is going to give Mike Rossetti a quick break here. That last 3 by Darganti was way off the mark, but Elder was able to get the rebound and throw it back in. Elder with the ball. Seymour's in a 3-2. First time we've seen. Wow, King with a deep 3. Almost made it. White with the rebound. I can see why they're in that box and one now.
I don't know why he would shoot that. He's 0 for 4 to start off the game from 3.
That was from the hash mark, but clearly he has the green light from his coach. Carfiello from the top of the elbow. Off the mark. King with a deep three. That's 0 for 4 from 3. So Zach, 23-8 Seymour here to end the first quarter.
Yeah.
Seymour able to really shoot the ball, made some threes. South Windsor struggling a bit defensively struggling offensively off the Seymour defense.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest key right now is obviously King is probably their offensive piece. They facilitate the offense through him, and right now they don't have that guy stepping up to kind of take control or help him because he's in the box and one right now.
Yeah, and clearly, I mean, that last three, at the half, we don't really count those because he's just driving through and just throwing it up. But the play before that, he was literally at the volleyball line, and that was a back rim three. I mean, that almost went in. He's got some range here. So clearly, the box and one is warranted here. Not that we're saying that it wasn't, but he's probably their player that Seymour's really going to try to watch, make sure he doesn't go off.
Yeah, and if I'm Seymour, I'm staying with this, keeping him uncomfortable because you don't want to let him get into a rhythm.
No.
We haven't seen him play, as you said. This is the first time they're playing, but they're obviously Coach Carfiello saw something when he was scouting them, and he's having them out there and pick them up full court.
So start the second quarter. You got Robbie Carfiello, Indra Paraj, Cooper Harmeling, Shane White Jr., and Jaquan Ellis for Seymour. Paraj drives, dishes. Ellis with it on the wing, guarded by Pottinger. Robbie Carfiello with a drive. Bemis with a block. Goes off of Carfiello's back. It's going to be South Windsor ball. South Windsor counters with King, Bemis, Elder, Darganti, and Pottinger. So Seymour stays in that box in one. Down to Bemis. He's got an easy two. 23-10.
Tell you what, when South Windsor's been getting the ball inside, they've been having some success offensively with kind of the size matchup because Bemis has Paraj with 3 and almost in, but Bemis has the size advantage over Paraj. Not by much, though, but he still has it.
Harmeling almost had a steal there. So, yeah, what's interesting here is, again, I don't know if these guys play 4-on-4. Maybe see if the coaching adjustment happens here and how they play this. They do have that mismatch there. It looks like in the bottom with Bemis, size-wise. Looks like South Windsor saw something. He took a timeout, and King just hit a three as the horn went off. So 30-second timeout by South Windsor. So let's see how they come out of this timeout and how they counter the Seymour box and one, and see if they're drawing up a play to figure out how to attack this. Looks like Seymour's going to counter with Joey Carfiello. Looks like he's going to replace Jaquan Ellis. So Seymour goes with a little bit more size. Let's see who they put on King here, and if they stay in that box and one. Ellis going to the locker room. Hopefully that's just to maybe fix his shorts or get some tape here. Nothing serious. So it looks like Seymour's going to counter with a 3-2 zone here out of the timeout. Let's see if South Windsor can here. A little bit different look than they've seen. Kick ball there by Joey Carfiello. Good sportsmanship there by both players.
South Windsor will inbound it, and here's King with the ball. Now it's stolen.
Stolen.
And here comes Seymour.
Let's see. Paraj, easy layup, 2-on-1. 25-10. Looks like South Windsor's going to bring back some players. Mike Rossetti looking to check into the game. Robbie Carfiello now on King. Looks like going to be a foul. King's going to have 2 free throws. 4. Looks like that was on Shane White. I didn't see him come in there, but that's going to be on Shane White Jr., his first foul.
So he came in. He was came in from behind after the play, and that's what they caught him on. And as King is a shooter, this is the best way for him to get back into his rhythm, get to the free throw line, and just see the ball go through the basket, which is not a good thing for Seymour if he starts to get hot.
So Burke checks in for Bemis, back into the game, one of the starters. King makes the second. He's got a nice stroke there on the free throws. And Edwards checks back in, another starter. And Rossetti checks back into the game, giving Cooper a break here. Carfiello with it, drive to the hole. Block there by Burke's going to stay Seymour ball.
That was a tough block there.
White with it in the corner. Farage cuts through off the mark. Elder with the rebound. See if he can make something happen here. Edwards.
Almost blocked.
Rossetti with the rebound. Brings it up. 3-on-2. Kick ball. Yep, trying to get it over to White. Jaquan Ellis back into the game.
It's good news for
Replacing
Seymour.
Shane White Jr. Looks like maybe he just had to go to the locker room to fix some tape. Carfiello with it, and one!
Count it.
Who was the pass from, Zach?
Mike Rossetti.
Joey Carfiello to the line to shoot one. Free throw is good. 28-12 Seymour, 5:51 left here in the second quarter. Back in that box in one. Let's see if South Windsor can figure this out here. King gets it. Ellis all over him. Push off there, it looked like.
Oh,
Yeah, he leaned into him. Yeah, that's going to be 3 for King.
I don't like that. I know I don't like a lot of fouls, but especially with shooting fouls, offensive player gets a lot of leeway, kicking the feet out. You know, how are the defender supposed to close out when the...
Well, we don't have instant replay. I thought he did, from our angle, the elbow went out, right? And looks like he made some distance. King misses the first. But, you know, the rule is, as that player is still in that shooting motion as he's coming down. So I think naturally as defensive player, you think to box out. King misses the second, uncharacteristic of him. But coming down, there was some contact, right? Trying to box your guy out. So, you know, clearly as shooters are told, as they feel that contact to fall down and sell it, King makes the last. So it makes 1 of 3. So I guess you could say that was a good foul.
You know what we call that? Missing 2 out of 3 free throws, ball doesn't lie.
Yeah. That was the first on Ellis. 28-13 Seymour, 5:32. Joey Carfiello wide open.
Oh, geez.
Oh.
That's not... No
Wow.
foul there.
Rossetti with a cross-court pass. Contact there, but no foul. Coach Carfiello looks confused there that there was no whistle. Seymour in a man-to-man defense now. First time we've seen this look all game.
South Windsor's coach is on the court. He's out there. He's almost at half.
Yeah, I think the lines are hard to see the coaching box. We got Shane White coming in. Elder with a drive. Looks like Rossetti's going to have a foul called on him. That's going to be his second. Coach Carfiello's talking to the official. A lot of contact on that drive by Joey Carfiello.
He's holding his elbow right now, too. He came down hard on it.
Yeah. Looks like we're going to get 2 subs here. Elder misses the first. So Shane White in for Joey Carfiello. Cooper Harmeling in for Mike Rossetti. Elder makes the second. 30-14 Seymour, 4:56 to go in the second quarter. Robbie Carfiello takes over the point guard duties here for Seymour with Rossetti on the bench with 2 fouls. Cooper over to Robbie. Ellis drives.
Good cut.
Good cut. Ellis gets on the board. His first two. Just makes smart choices, Matt Ellis.
He does.
Man-to-man defense. South Windsor looks like King's on the bench, so let's see who can make up for the offense. Travel by Elder. South Windsor coach doesn't like the call, it looks. He is on the court. I don't know if the ref's going to say something to him eventually.
Yeah, I was going to say at some point they're going to. Got to be careful. They don't need a technical on top of it.
Well, I think you'll get a warning. Haraj with the ball up top. Carfiello dribbling. South Windsor in this 2-3. So 32-14 Seymour. White looked at it. Haraj drives. Blocked. Good block there by Pottinger. Bemis back into the game. Pottinger's going to come out. So South Windsor comes in with some size here. Bemis seems to be a problem in that first quarter. Ball's out to Ellis. Again, South Windsor in this 2-3 zone.
I don't know if they're paying attention to the shot clock here.
Carfiello off the mark. White tips it. Play on and hit the rim. 32-14 Seymour. 3:40 left in this quarter. Man-to-man defense for Seymour. Elder over to Burke. Burke trying to make something happen.
Oh.
Darganti with the drive. Looks like that's going to be on Harmeling. Coach Carfiello, I think, is still bringing up maybe that foul from before. That's Cooper's second.
Yeah, I was just about to say, they have two guys with two fouls pretty early here in the game.
So JP Darganti to shoot two, makes the first. Looks like Joey Carfiello is back in the game for Cooper Harmeling, who's going to sit with two fouls. JP back at the line for one, makes the second. King back into the game. He replaces JP Darganti. South Windsor coaching staff talking here. Let's see if they're make adjustments here. Stays in that 2-3 zone. 32-16 Seymour. Haraj with it at the free throw line. Turns wide open.
It's just too easy.
Too easy. So 34-16. 3 minutes left here in the second quarter. Looks like Seymour back in that box and one now that King is back into the game. Trying to find something happen here. Deep three off the mark by Edwards. Ellis with the rebound. Got numbers. Stutter steps.
Hey!
Drives.
I thought he almost had the N1 there.
Looks like that's going to be on Bemis, his first foul. Ellis just with a heads-up play there, Zach. You know, realized the defense was on their heels and just went right at him there.
You're going to say he did a good job, too, slowing it down, the little stutter step, just to kind of see if they were going to commit or drop off of him.
Ellis makes one. 35-16, 2:50 left here in the quarter. Ellis makes the second. 36-16, Seymour. 2:40 to go. Again, Seymour in this box and one. Really no offense for South Windsor. Turnover there. Carfiello to Carfiello. I thought he was going to dunk that, but Elder got in there. Joey Carfiello with another two. 38-16. Edwards with it. Trying to make something happen. Can't. Elder with it. Trying to get the ball to King. King with it. Drives. Off the mark. Up to Ellis.
Oh, that would have been awesome. That would have been great right there. Emphatic on the
Missed
first
the
half.
dunk. Edwards. That missed. Tipped by White over to Carfiello. Little messy here, Zach. Parage with it. Drives. Stopped.
Good pass.
Carfiello Missed. Carfiello with a rebound. Joey Carfiello with another two. Just no answer for Joey Carfiello on the rebounds here tonight for South Windsor. 40-16, a minute 40 left.
He is 9 here in the second quarter alone.
Ellis on King, deep three, off the mark. Wow. That did not look good. South Windsor's going to counter here with J.P. Dragante and Pottinger replacing Elder and Edwards. South Windsor sitting in this 2-3. I don't know how long you can stay in this 2-3. You're almost down 24 here in the second quarter. You got to get out and defend. White with a deep three.
Why not?
Good.
Why not?
Shane White Jr. with a three. 43-16 Seymour. Minute left here in the half. Again, box and one defense. South Windsor just seemed stymied. Can't figure it out. Looks like that's going to be a foul on White. He was all over Pottinger. Let's see, is that 5 fouls? Looks like that's 5 fouls. So Pottinger's going to have 2 free throws here. 56 seconds left. Let's see if he can cut into the Seymour lead. Looks like Seymour's going to counter. They're starting to get into some foul trouble here. Pottinger misses the first. Logan Hamilton coming into the game. He's going to replace Shane White Jr. Shane White Jr.'s got 2 fouls, so I think Coach Carfiello is going to keep him on the bench here the rest of the half.
Yeah, I agree. I would keep Bam, Cooper, and Rossetti on the bench until start of the third.
Pottinger makes the second. 43-17, 50 seconds left. So now, look at this. South Windsor in a man-to-man defense. Carfiello drives Pottinger with a block. It's going to stay. Seymour ball. I know they're going to talk about it.
Yeah, I think it might be going the other way.
Both coaches disagree, but what are they going to do here? Up. South Windsor ball. Changed it. Upper official did have the better angle, so King's going to bring the ball up here. Looks to be the only guard here. Looks like South Windsor going with a bigger lineup. 3 bigs.
Ooh.
Turned over there.
Picked his pockets
Hamilton
clean.
up to Carfiello.
And
Carfiello and one. Wow.
I mean, this is just the quarter of Joey Carfiello.
Looks like that foul was on Pottinger. 45-17 Seymour, 24 seconds. Elder into the game. He's going to replace King.
Joey Carfiello is 18 first half points here.
He's been hot.
Make it 19.
Makes the free throw. I've ran out of numbers here on my score sheet for him. 20 seconds left here. 46-17 Seymour. South Windsor, let's see if they can make something happen here. 10 seconds. Paraj tries to steal it. Tries to go for the block. Pottinger with the rebound. Puts it up. That'll be good. Cuts into the lead. 46-19. Seymour at the half.
25-point lead, yes?
Yeah. 46-19. Seymour. Halftime. We'll be back before the start of the third quarter. Thanks for watching. All right, Zach, we're back here for the tip-off of the second half. Seymour with a pretty comfortable lead, 46-19 first half. Joey Carfiello leading the way with 19, Indra Paraj with 14, and buckets from Robbie Carfiello, Cooper, Harmeling, Shane White Jr., and Jaquan Ellis. 6 for Joey Bemis, 5 for Landon King, 4 for JP, for Tyler Pottinger, and 1 for Sly Elder. South Windsor's got to figure out something here with their offense, get it going, and also how can they stop the offensive juggernaut of Seymour tonight, scoring 46 points in the first half.
Yeah, I don't know as of now. I mean, I haven't seen much from them defensively that says they can. I mean, they got to make some adjustments. I don't think that 2-3 is working out for them because it's a very low 2-3, so they leave the high post wide open. Then they find Indrid there. Indrid kicks. It's either a 3 or Indrid turns, drives. Same thing with Joey. He turns, attacks right down, coming at them downhill. So they got to figure that out first defensively, and then offensively. I mean, can anyone else step up? I mean, I give a lot of credit to Jaquan Ellis for locking down what seems to be their best scoring option.
So Seymour starts the half with their starters: Ellis, the 2 Carfiello brothers, Mike Rossetti, Indra Paraj. Again in that box and 1. South Windsor looks like that's going to be on Paraj, his first, but they counter with King, Bemis, Burke, Durganti, and Edwards, their starters. But kind of interesting there, King stayed here on the right side of the court, and all the South Windsor players went over to the opposite side and played like a 2-man. Bemis makes his first free throw.
I mean, I do like that set to open up the second half with there from South Windsor.
Misses the second. Carfiello with a rebound up to Rossetti. All right, so offensively, maybe they figured it out, maybe not, but here they are in that 2-3 zone again. You're down 26.
They changed their 2-3 zone a little bit. The back 2 corner players are up a little more. They're watching the high post flash across. So, I mean, it looks like they're doing a bit better of a job.
Paraj with a smart play there, had Bemis on his back, up and under. He'll shoot 2. So, yeah, a little bit more of a matchup 2-3, but you still got to make stops, Zach.
I know. I mean, and honestly, if I was coaching against Seymour, I would run it a 2-3. You know, they're streaky 3-point shooting team. You want them to shoot 3s, but it's just not working right now.
Paraj makes the first, misses the second. You know, South Windsor had some turnovers in that first half too. You know, again, first time we're seeing these guys play. Edwards with the ball up top. Looks like, again, they're in that box and 1, but
I think it's a full man. No,
looks like the box and 1. But King, you know, I think when you're in that box and 1, you can't just be a stand around player.
You can't.
You got to kind of like try to find ways.
Good move.
Rossetti to the hole. Nice move by Mike Rossetti. 49-20, Seymour. Darganti with a drive to the hole. He's off the mark. Paraj brings it up. Looking to make something happen here. 49-20, Seymour. 6:30. Carfiello in the middle. Kicks to Paraj. Steps 3. Paraj is hot tonight.
Yeah. I mean, that's his third 3.
That's a good sign for Seymour, a bad sign for South Windsor here. 52-20. Seymour with a 32-point lead. Okay, so they're back in this box and 1, but King's got the ball. He's got to look to get the ball on offense. He just can't stand around and play 4-on-4. Trying to make something happen here. Gets to the hoop. Off the mark. Paraj with the rebound. Takes it up to Ellis.
Good
back
pass.
to Paraj. King had a hand on it. Rossetti's got it. Back to Paraj. Steps. I was going to say if that went in, barrage off the mark, but it's going to stay Seymour ball here. If Paraj had made that three, Zach, I think that would have been the fat lady singing here early in the third quarter
I
for
agree
the
with
game.
you. I agree with you. It's just so defeating as a team, you know? You're trying to do everything right, and a guy just can't miss.
Let's see if King can make something happen here. He's got 3 defenders on him. Goes off. Looks like Seymour touched it last. Seymour here, 52-20, 5:28. Little confusion here. Now they're in a 2. Brings it out. King wide open in the corner. He didn't hesitate there. Landon King gets on the board for his first points of the half, his first 3. 52-23. No hesitation from King there. Ellis pulls up. Carfiello with a rebound. Robbie Carfiello to the drive. Cutting. Scores it. 54-23. King dishes. Blocked by Carfiello. Burke down to Bemis. Off the mark. Off. Looks like it's going to be South Windsor ball. Questions here. Okay. I'll just keep talking though.
Actually, Sam, I don't want to shut everything down. Try to unplug it, and then I'll re-add
I don't know. What should I do?
Try to unplug it first.
Unplug it? Unplug it?
And then replug it. I'm going to try to add another source so that we resync up
What happened?
the camera call.
South Windsor inbounds the ball to King. Stolen by Ellis. Ellis to the hole. Jaquan Ellis, his first 2. 56-23 Seymour. King drives. Lefty Bemis with the rebound. Rebounded by Robbie Carfiello. He'll bring it up. 56-23 Seymour. 4 minutes here. Robbie Carfiello with the ball. Over to Rossetti. South Windsor stays in that 2-3. Ellis trying to make something happen. Off South Windsor. Going to stay Seymour ball. First substitution here for both teams. Elder into the game replaces King. Cooper Harmeling into the game replaces Robbie Carfiello.
Wait, Mark.
Out to Paraj. Back to Rossetti. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Paraj with a deep 3 off the mark. Joey Carfiello with another strong rebound. Foul's going to be on South Windsor here. Let's see who they call it on. Number 4. That's going to be Ethan Burke's second foul. Timeout Seymour here. 30-second timeout. We're having some technical difficulties here with the visual being told. Looks like audio might still be going here, so we're just going to keep going here. We seem to be having some video issues here with the camera. Looks like we're back. So just to bring you guys back up to speed, 56-23 Seymour. A little bit less than 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Seymour timeout. Seymour's going to have 2 shots. Joey Carfiello to the line. But Seymour's been able to stay hot here, keep the pressure on South Windsor. South Windsor, I wouldn't say necessarily got into a groove here offensively. Looks like the ball's going to be underneath, not 2. So Rossetti will look to rebound. Looks like there was a miscommunication between Seymour. That's going to be South Windsor ball. Back underneath. No one touched it. So let's see if South Windsor can make something happen here. King is out of the game, though, their best offensive threat so far for the game. So you'll see Seymour in a 3-2 defense here, trying to figure this out. Elder up to Garganti, back to Elder, to Burke. Elder, looks like they're trying to get the ball to Garganti in the middle. We got Bemis down on
I was going to
Rossetti.
say. I was about to say, they have a mismatch down low. It's just
Yeah,
not even.
I don't understand how they're not getting the ball down low. Bemis is clearly 6 inches taller than Jaquan Ellis, but they can't seem to get him the ball here. Drive by Windsor. That's going to be good. That's on Burke, his first. Looks like Joey Carfield is going to pick up the foul, though, his second. So Burke's going to the line for an and one. That's his first basket of the game. Ethan Burke.
Not a
Nice
bad time
drive.
to get your first basket of the game. Need of scoring.
56-25. Burke makes the free throw. Shane White Jr. into the game. Looks like he's going to replace Jaquan Ellis. Comes out. Shane White Jr. first time into the game. Looks like Pottinger is going to come back in for South Windsor. He's looking to check in. Uh-oh, got a little trap here by South Windsor. White gets it. Looks like they're going to try to trap the offensive player.
Good pass.
Joey Carfiello gets back on the board. His first 2.5.
I mean, if I was South Windsor's coach here, they pulled out Jaquan Ellis, I'd get King back in the game and see if anyone else on Seymour can do the box and one.
I don't understand that. Cooper brings it up. Middle is wide open. Carfiello out to Parage. He drives out to White. See if he stays hot.
He's got it.
White Jr. with another three.
He
His
says,
second in the
bam,
game.
bam on that one.
61-26 Seymour. JP Garganti with his first three.
I saw a little bit of movement on the feet there as he was going into it in the corner.
I'm sorry, that was Brandon Edwards with the three. His first for the game. Looks like Rossetti is going to be on Elder. His first foul. Rossetti's going to shoot two. So 61-29 Seymour. Just over 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Again, Zach, South Windsor hasn't had an answer for the offense. Rossetti makes his first free throw.
No, not at all. And it's looking a little hard to maybe come back from here at this point.
King and Pottinger into the game. Rossetti makes the second. So let's see how Seymour matches up here. King gets it. He's going to drive. Smooth lefty. Looks like that's going to be on Harmeling with a push. That's going to be his third.
Oh, really? I did not notice that.
So Seymour counters with a 2-3 defense here. Let's see if King gets the ball back. Looks like it's going to come back to him in the corner. Quick three off the mark. Rossetti with the rebound. He's going to bring it up. Crosses over.
Good pass.
Yes, Joey Carfiello with a make. What a pass by Rossetti. Carfiello was kind of leaning back. Seymour in their 3-2. I don't think South Windsor knows what to do because they haven't seen this defense yet.
Yeah, I don't think they know. And I mean, it looks like their coach is not as animated. He looks like he might just be throwing in the coaching white flag already early on.
That's going to be off Garganti. Seymour ball. 65-29, a minute 27 left here in the third quarter. No press here. It looks like they're picking up maybe man-to-man, but Rossetti's got it in. Up to White. White will dribble it over half court here. Picks up his dribble. Back to Rossetti. Let's see. South Windsor in a man-to-man. Parage. Nice
And
quick
one.
turn.
And one.
That's going to be on Burke, his third. Parage. Looks like we've got a handful of substitutions coming in for Seymour. Robbie Carfiello looks to replace his brother, and Jaquan Ellis looks like he's going to get the shooter, Ender Parage.
I mean, they're going to be, if Paraj makes this, they have a 39-point lead here. I
Barrage makes it
think it's
68-29.
pretty
That could be the night
yeah.
for Paraj and Carfiello here. 68-29, a minute left here in the game, or excuse me, in the third quarter. White backs it back out. King with a deep three off the mark. Pottinger with the rebound. Gets it out to Elder. Gigante's got his hands up. He wants to shoot it. Gigante with a deep three off the mark. Gets his rebound. It's like he took a step or two there. That's an and one. That's going to be on Shane White Jr. His third foul. Gigante makes it. Gets one here. 68-31. Seymour, 43 seconds left here in the third quarter. Gigante makes the free throw. 68-33. Excuse me, 32. Seymour. Robbie Carfiello bringing it up. South Windsor in that man-to-man. Carfiello to the hole. Nice drive by Robbie Carfiello. King with it. Euro. Nice move to the basket. Landon King starting to heat up. He's got 5 for the quarter.
Might be a little too late there, though.
70-34, 13 seconds here left in the third quarter. Rossetti to the hole. White with the rebound. Out to Ellis. Off the mark. Looks like there was some contact there.
Yeah.
Ellis went flying.
I was about to say the same thing there.
So, end of the third quarter here, 70-34. Seymour. Oh, let's see what this next quarter if Seymour counters with their starters or not. So, just had our 50-50 raffle here. See if someone won here. So, when you donate to Project Purple, you make an impact in the lives of patients across the country. Your contributions will support pancreatic cancer research and patients in need. Our services include financial aid assistance for treatment, expenses, emotional support, educational events, and research grants. Not only will your donation help others, but it also may be tax deductible. If you want to support Project Purple mission to rid the world of pancreatic cancer, please consider donating to our cause. You can make a direct donation through our website at www.projectpurple.org. Together, we can help create a world without pancreatic cancer. So as we go into the fourth, Zach, Seymour, if they win the game, looks like they would get another home game here on Thursday. Opponent to be determined. We will be streaming on Thursday, so we will be back streaming on Thursday, assuming Seymour holds it out here. Looks like to start the game, they start their starters, both teams. 70-34 here. Let's see if South Windsor can make a dent quick into this lead.
I mean, unless they hit 12 threes in the span of 3 minutes, I think Seymour, bearing all chaotic, that just makes it even more difficult to come back and win now.
Ellis with a quick drive, 2 to the hole. I didn't catch who that foul was on, but it was on South Windsor here. Ellis to shoot 1. 72-34. Ellis makes the first. 73-34. At some point here, both coaches got to think, long term next year for South Windsor, next game for Seymour. Maybe you rest your starters. Seymour in a man-to-man straight up. King on Ellis. Pottinger looks like he has the mismatch with Rossetti size-wise. Barrage rips down the rebound. Up to Carfiello, Joey Carfiello, that is.
Yeah, I would like to see some longer offensive sets here, and that is just...
Barrage with another 3. I think that's 76-34. King drives, finds Bemis. Bemis with a 2-point layup.
Back to a 40-point deficit now.
76-36, 6:52 left in the game. I guess that which coach is going to make that first move to bring in some substitutions in the bench? Not that you're calling it. Rossetti with a three. Haraj with the rebound. He's been all over the rebounds this second half. Rossetti with a drive. Strong two from Mike Rossetti. Second half kid.
Yeah, second half killer.
78-36, Seymour. 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. King with a deep three off the back. Rossetti with a rebound over Bemis. Bemis was trying to get the rebound over him. Rossetti with a tough rebound. Out to Robbie Carfiello. Looks like Seymour might be making the first move here to get some starters out. Carfiello, nice move.
That was tough. Little shake and bake there into the spin move.
King wide open. Drives, blocked by Paraj. Paraj looking to drive. Joey Carfiello with the rebound. Looks like there was some contact there. Joey Carfiello. Looks like we're going to get some subs in here for Seymour. Neal checking into the game. Carfiello to Carfiello. Picks up his dribble. Back to Carfiello. I'm going to hold it here. 20 seconds on the clock. We're going to get mass substitutions here for Seymour.
It's only so. I mean, they're up 44.
Rossetti. Nice pass to Paraj over to Ellis. Travel by Ellis. Oh, man. So mass substitutions here for Seymour. Paraj, Carfiello, Ellis, and Rossetti. We've got Shane White Jr., Cooper Harmeling, Neil Capeta, and Ethan Placencia into the game. Two players, Neil and Ethan, haven't seen much varsity time.
That's a mismatch if I've ever seen it. Oh, man.
Garganti with a three.
They had Ethan Placencia on Garganti.
Robbie Carfiello bring it up. Neil Capadia over to Shane White. Shane White to make it. I think the crowd wants Ethan to shoot. Over to Robbie. Loses the ball there. Robbie spins. Scores. He's hot, man. Seymour's players came to play today. Looks like another substitution here for Seymour. 84-39, 4 minutes left. South Windsor to the hole. Off the mark. Edwards try to make something happen. Cooper brings it up. He'll settle in here. Shane White with it on the wing. Over to Neil Capadia. Looking to make something happen. Over to Cooper. Nice pass. Off the mark there for Cooper. Burke with the rebound, coast to coast.
Come on, charge. No.
Block foul there by Robbie Carfiello. His second.
I really thought
Burke's going to go to the line.
Really thought we were about to get a charge there.
Looks like we're going to get mass substitutions here for Seymour with Jake George, Logan Hamilton, and Brandon Calabrese into the game. Burke makes the first. 84-40. Little too late. Looks like White's coming out. His night's over, as is Cooper Harmeling.
And Robbie Carfiello.
Thank you, Zach. Burke makes the second. Bemis back into the game. So South Windsor keeping their starters in. Pottinger come out. So let's see if Seymour got a 43-point lead here. 3:40 to go. Logan Hamilton. Looks like that foul is going to be on Edwards, his first. Neil Capadia to inbound the ball to Logan Hamilton. Hamilton with a drive out to Capadia. Calabrese looked at it. Back to Hamilton. Stops. Capadia with the ball to Ethan. Out to Calabrese. Let's see if they can make something happen here. That's it. Little dicey here. Calabrese with it. He'll shoot it off the bank. The bank is open for Brandon Calabrese. 87-41. Deep three off the mark. Capadia with the rebound over to Calabrese. 2:46 left in the game. 87-41 Seymour. So Zach, Seymour just offensively this game just looked unbelievable, right? I don't think we've seen him shoot this way. Hamilton to the hole. He was fouled. Looks like that's going to be Bemis, his third. But back to Seymour's offensive explosion here, I guess we could call it, in that first half. I mean, they didn't take a lot of bad shots and made a lot of high-quality percentage shots here.
Yeah, I would also say defensively, too. I mean, they held them to 41 points here, and they scored 87. I mean, they're going to be tough to beat if they can do this throughout states.
Logan Hamilton makes his first free throw. Looks like mass subs here, potentially here for South Windsor. Josh Vardotti comes in. He checks in for Brandon Edwards. Hamilton misses the second, gets his rebound, puts it up, makes it. Hamilton with a quick three here, 90-41. So can Seymour hit the century mark?
I was going to say, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Looks like more substitutions coming in here for Carfiello. Bemis with a rebound. Easy two for Bemis. Looks like Ethan Placencia, that's his first foul. And one here. Couple of mass substitutions here. We got Anthony Curtello, Jacob Brito, Neil Capadia, Logan Hamilton, and Bobby Calabrese go out. 40, I don't have a name on number 40 for Seymour, but apologize on that. Jake George with the rebound. Over to Anthony Cortello. 90-43 Seymour, 2 minutes to go. Out to Jacob Brito with the ball. Ball's on the ground, picked up by South Windsor. Stolen by Seymour. Anthony Cortello brings it up. Seymour board, 90-43. So looks like Seymour's called it in here, waved the white flag, I guess you could say. So, you know, it doesn't look like they're going to hit the century mark here. Ethan with the ball, Placencia. I think he wants to score. He's going to travel. New kid to Seymour from the Bronx, transferred in this year. So Seymour looks like they're going to play Thursday night here at Seymour, 6:30. Looks like South Windsor here, coach is talking to the referee. It's on the court, out of the box. I'm not sure if he was complaining about the call there, but you know, down 45. I'm not sure like what you're saying to the ref at that point, other than the team didn't show up.
Yeah. I mean, Seymour's bench looks very fired up over that.
Yeah. I think these kids want to get some kids some buckets. King with the ball. Minute left here in the game, so we wait to see who Seymour will play Thursday here at home at 6:30. So we will have another home game, the last game of the season for sure. We're allowed, thank you to the CIAC for allowing us to stream the first two games. Burke with an easy two there with a steal for South Windsor. 90-45, Seymour up 45 with 38 seconds to go. So Seymour awaits the winner of Fitch and Wyndham. Looks like we got a score in that one, Zach, already. Fitch played at 6 o'clock, so Seymour will play Fitch here Thursday night at 6:30. Fitch was a winner over Wyndham, 81-60 in the lower part of the bracket that Seymour's in. So Seymour gets Fitch here, another out-of-area opponent. Fitch out of like kind of the eastern part of the state. They are the ninth ranked team in Division Two. So kind of an interesting matchup of an 8-9 team. Should be a little bit more competitive in terms of teams. King misses the first. Neil Capadia in here for Ethan Placencia. So we will have a player of the game, Zach. So we should probably start talking about that. I mean, we've got Paraj and Carfiella with big numbers. I don't know. Who do we go to here?
I can tally some stuff up here real quick because it may be
Yeah.
closer than we thought.
Yeah, I think it's closer than we thought. So Seymour will win it here 90-45, and they will play Fitch here Thursday night. We will be streaming that game. 8-9 matchup. Seymour versus Finch on Thursday. Fitch will be here Thursday night for 8-9 matchup. So we'll be back to you here in a second with the player of the game. Until that, hold on as we have the player of the game for tonight's game. Seymour wins 90-45.
So I am here with Zoe's Pizza the Games. You guys are gonna lose. Look, gotta swap my microphone around. I'm here with Zoe's Pizza Players of the Games, Joey Carfiello and Indra Paraj, in what was a dominant showing in their home opener for States. Unofficially, I have you both with. I had you both with 25. Dino had Indra with 24, 4, and Joey with 25. So just general takeaways. I mean, from what we saw, you guys came out locked in, dialed off the start. I mean, what was Coach saying to you? What were you guys saying to each other? Because you guys, 40 minutes when we showed up here before, you guys were locked in before the game.
Just getting the good start and warm-ups, making sure everyone came early, getting shots up early, and just making sure we came out supporting each other as teammates and staying together, playing together, because that's what we know we could do. And when we do that, we're not our best. So
Don't say anything stupid over here.
Um,
I
you
want to
have
add
it.
on that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think the second we got here, Mike, Injit, the two captains, I think they really led us to that win. They were pushing us in the warm-ups. We had a great warm-up today. And that carried in the game, right from the start. And Mike, they really just, kind of, propelled us to that win. That's what we need. That's what we're going to keep getting wins in state tournament.
So I'm gonna go to you here, Andrew, real quick. Four threes in the game. You were dialed in. At one point, there was one where we thought if it was on the wing, little shake and bake, we were like, "That's got to go in," and it bounced in and out. We were like, "That's gonna be the killer right there." What was it like just to have everything going offensively, dynamically from three in close? I mean, you had everything unlocked today.
just seeing the first one go in just gives you a little bit of confidence. So I just kept taking them. It felt smooth today. Uh, that's basically it. Just trusting in my shot, knowing that I work on it. So just keep doing that.
And then Joey, for you, I mean, you kill teams in every game I've watched offensively on the glass, putbacks, just easy twos, and then driving, taking it right at them. I mean, it gives you guys a nice dynamic because you're both bigger players. You both stretch the court out so well. Well, what do you see when you're going there, especially from the offensive rebounding perspective?
That's 3 points. You crash the boards. Not a lot of people, they just try to out-jump me, and I'll slide right in, especially that big kid. I don't know what he was doing, but I just went right through him, and, like I said before, any bucket works, so don't got to be fancy.
So I want to ask you a little bit because this was the first time we've ever seen you do like a box and one. What was kind of the game plan there? We were trying to figure out. We obviously put together that Logan King or Landon King was their best scorer. So what was kind of like the mindset going into the game with that?
Yeah, I think Jaquan did a great job on him, and that really just helped us. He got him frustrated, right at the start, and I think that everybody else didn't really have to, help on to him, so that made us focus on our guys, and that really just sealed it for us.
Yeah, I agree. Just having Quan lock in as a defender, we know he could do that. He's done it multiple times. He did it today, and he just let us open up more as a defense ourselves, so we were able to focus on our guys and not worry about outside shots because he really held that down.
So last thing I want to say for those listening, they have Fitch at home on Thursday at 6:30. Whoa, what are your guys? I don't know if you know much about Fitch already or anything, but are you ready for Thursday? I'm sure you are,
Of course
but
we ready. They're good. They're good, but we play like that. It's hard to beat us.
I was gonna say you guys look dominant offensively and defensively. Anything you want to say to our viewers?
You got that.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the support. Come Thursday.
All right, thank you guys. We were here with Joey and Indra Paraj. Um,
Zach, so we're out. We're back here Thursday for Seymour Fitch 6:30. See you.